excellent.
I don't like the only thing about BioShock being so good. I'm afraid we will never get that level of quality and storytelling in the game ever again.
What are you talking about? We got Metal Gear Solid. Oh, so much exposition. So much talking. I love me Metal Gear Solid, but goddamn, they talk too goddamn much in that goddamn
Bitty Bop.
game. Bitty Bop.
We need Young Thug. We need Young Thug in Metal Gear Solid. You'd be like, what's going on, Wollie Mopped people? This is episode number 8. No, yeah, 18. 18.
Dear
Shit.
God, we are cranking these
We
out.
can buy.
Pushing these shits
We can buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. I don't like to smoke, so no need to buy cigarettes.
healthy ass Tony over there.
I'll be with you on this one. I don't smoke either.
And unlike some video game, it's hard to even say. Unlike some video game outlets on YouTube, we're still here for the time being.
Yeah.
Unless
sad face. Sad face. We're going to talk about that, but that's
yeah. It's Red Cape. What's going on? I'm joined here with Tony P and Lone Wolf. No King Legacy this week
again
because I'll just let him tell you when he comes back. We'll be putting posts up all week long about why he actually wasn't here, and until he comes in, until he says why it is. I guess that's just what, I guess what we say is whatever.
Yeah, because think about it.
I think he was on a man period. I think he had a man period.
Yeah, man period.
Bleeding out his anus.
That sounds painful.
Well, at least we know how it works for a man period. Then.
He has been kind of emotional.
I'm just saying. Those Pisces, boy, I tell you. Oh. Anyways, what's going on, Tony P?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Working hard. Getting ready for next weekend. I
actually
got a busy ass weekend next weekend. Well, of course, we got the video game tournament on the 23rd. So we're already going to be busy doing that. Yeah. Then I just found out last night that we're having our bi-monthly for our poker tournament next Saturday.
Oh, shit.
Over at the Tiki Bar over on B-side. But I work next weekend too, so I got to work, get off, go to the damn tournament, try and win me some money. Then Sunday, got to go to work, get off, get ready for the tournament. So, needless to say, the boy's going to be pretty busy. But other than that, man, just chilling, trying to get ready for, some big things popping off within the next couple months. Can you believe that it's almost the end of the year? Damn.
Yeah, this year has been going by pretty freaking quick, man. I must say that. But big things popping, little things stopping. Lone Wolf,
yeah, buddy.
What's been going on with you this week?
Nothing much. Just keeping it real. I actually finished Call of Duty.
Nice. I was just about to ask you what you been playing. What you been playing?
It's just be Call of Duty. Call of Duty's actually not bad. It still feels like Call of Duty to me, but it plays a little bit differently in the aspect of how you can move and stuff. It's a solid shooter. The story was actually good for it being a Call of Duty game. It's one of the best Call of Duty game stories that I've actually played since 2, I think. Yeah. 2 had 2 no. Modern Warfare 1 had a really good story. A little confusing on certain parts, but very had a good story. But this one actually the characters seemed to mesh really well with everything around them.
What's his name?
Kevin Spacey?
Was he as advertised?
Yeah. He pulled off an amazing role, and he felt kind of believable in the ways that he was doing things, but they still leave you with the speculations of why he was doing what he was doing. So, I have my own theories of what happened, why he did what he did or whatnot. But all in all, not a bad story at all. Not a bad story. I haven't played the multiplayer, so don't ask me about that.
Tony P, what you been playing this week, man?
I've actually been getting back into some Dynasty Warriors 8. I've been on my PS3 kick for a while. So
there are so many Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warrior 9 is just going to be like actual real time. It's gonna be like what happened last year. ISIS is gonna be in it.
Yeah, it's just
hey, don't talk about
no
that
more
shit,
Dynasty. Right? Really, Dynasty. It's just gonna be like Chinese warriors just fighting China.
How's that going? It's going good. I mean, when I first started playing it, when I do play, I always do like the ambition mode where you build up your camp. I try to basically max out every character's levels, and then I go ahead and do the story mode, which is kind of backwards because I think I should do the story mode first and then do the ambition mode. But you know,
a little bit less.
not really, not really.
I don't know.
I mean,
you're already powered up, like super powered. Right?
well, I mean, the way I do it when I do the story mode, I start it off at the beginning just to get the feel of it, and then once I go through everybody's story levels, then I'll go ahead, max them out, and then I'll try to beat it on Chaos, which is the hardest level of the game. So that's the only reason why I do it like that. That's the reason why I say it's kind of backwards, but I go back to it and do it on the hardest level.
At least you're not beating it on any like lame, tiny level.
No. Nah, trust me. I definitely go ahead and max it out.
Well, I've been playing Sunset Overdrive pretty much all week.
What's? I mean, I know we were talking about that earlier. I know you said it basically is Ratchet and Clank just for mature audiences only.
Yeah, it's all the best platform mechanics of Ratchet and Clank and Jet Set Radio, and it's in a mature setting. Crazy guns. Really good multiplayer. Surprisingly, I mean, it's just a solid game. It's a game that I'm probably gonna be playing for a long time.
When am I gonna get this for a PlayStation 4? Wait
a minute.
Sad. I just made myself sad.
Sad face. But we're actually going to be putting some gameplay vids. Thank you everybody for watching the Call of Duty gameplay vids, and we're going to be getting into that. Next up, we're going to go into the story you should have heard of. So in the first story of the stories you should have heard of, kind of big news for anybody who had a last gen system and bought Just Cause 2. Just Cause 3 is coming out. It's pretty freaking excited considering that people are just playing Just Cause 2 right now, and it came out like 2006, 2007, like at the beginning of the Xbox 360's lineup. I actually had it for Xbox. Just Cause. I had Just Cause for Xbox, and it was a great game then. Excuse me. Like, if you don't know what Just Cause is, basically, picture GTA, but less, I guess, less serious, maybe less story,
less serious,
and way better sandbox.
Yeah, the island for Just Cause 2 was huge. I'm talking about like miles and miles, square miles.
And it came on one disc. It came on one disc.
One disc. You could hijack planes, cars, boats. You can basically go anywhere on this island, anytime you want. The story was really loose, but
I don't think I finished the story.
I finished the story. I actually finished the story for the second one.
But it's one of those games where there's, and it's before like the Batmans and like came out. It's one of those games where there's so much to do. Like, it's literally so much to do. I don't know anybody who's 100%ed it.
Oh God, the 100% of that game is going to take you forever because you got to blow up all the different gas stations, pull down all the statues, freaking.
There's like a million little like side villages and everything like that.
There's so much you got to do. I think when I last played it, I wasn't even at 20% done.
Yeah, and you finished the game.
Yeah,
the story mode actually.
Yeah,
like that. It kind of has a similar feel to Sunset Overdrive, or Sunset Overdrive has a similar feel to Just Cause.
Yeah.
Actually, because there's just so much crap to do. But like, you got different weapons, different loadouts, different drops, different safe houses and stuff like that. Like, Just Cause is just an amazing sandbox game. I mean, just type in Just Cause in your Google search, and I'm pretty sure all kinds of stuff. You have this grapple hook, and it's so cool about the last one like we're talking about. You can grapple things together. Like, you can grapple a car instead of plane and taking off, and the plane will take off with the car under it. You can parachute down to, you can always parachute, but you grapple parachute to I remember one mission, one of my favorite missions, I had this limo, and I had to escort this guy in the limo to this place.
Yeah, I remember that mission.
And you had to get him there, but like there's like a billion people after you, and you're in the woods. The limo ends up like going off track, and you're like literally in the bush and everything like that. And so like my limo blows up, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta do the mission again. No, because the guy didn't die, so only half of the limo blew up, right? Some kind of way. I somehow got the guy out of the truck, and he was like, follow me, and then I got him. We got in another car, drove off a cliff.
Yep.
And literally, movie scene, like, the people in the car behind us didn't make the jump.
Yeah.
Like just madness.
It's so action filled. It's so action filled.
It's like a bad action flick, complete with a bad action hero, because the guy is pretty much like a B-list.
Yeah, he is a cheesy action hero.
But it's so much fun.
Oh yeah, so much fun. They Avalanche Games, I believe, is the Avalanche Studios.
Yeah, and they're still making the same people, right?
They're making it. It's supposed to be coming out next year in 2015 for PS4, Xbox One, and Windows.
Extremely excited.
They said there's not going to be any. It's not going to be free to play, but they're not going to do a lot of microtransactions. So they're trying to keep it where you're having fun, not trying to pay them forever.
Yeah, you're not trying to bend you over, make your knees touch your elbows.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's what a lot of games.
I mean, but a game like this,
this
is like this is something they're not doing. Like, you don't put out a complete game anymore.
No.
Like, but this is like a complete game. Like, everything that's in the game is in the game. Even the glitches in the game are great. You know what I mean? I mean, and if you go back and just play Just Cause 2, which I have, it's such a great game to play, and the visuals are so good. Like, it's ahead of its time. It's just ahead of its time. You know what I mean? Like, we play a game like Just Cause 2 right now, and you kind of don't get how good it is because every game is doing what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are some of the things that you would want to see in, like, a Just Cause 2?
In multiplayer. Multiplayer is the biggest thing. Multiplayer. And I'm hoping to actually do a multiplayer for this one. I mean, it was so... multiplayer was so wanted that the PC modders actually made a PC multiplayer mod for the game, and it looks like so much fun to play. And I actually want to play with the people.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that I would put the headset on for just because it's so much stupid crap you can do.
So much you can do in that game. Just the parachuting, the flying, the shooting stuff. It's just crazy amount of stuff.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a game. I remember I would play the game, right? And like it's one of those games, and for me, especially when I'm playing a story-driven game, it's rare that I play a game and I don't really care about like I don't care how long I spend in the world. I don't really care what I'm doing. I don't really have an objective. I just turn the game on and I have fun with it.
That's how a game should be. And a lot of game developers are forgetting that. It shouldn't be, all right, I play the game, wait, this is missing or this isn't working or whatever like that. It's just, I want to sit down, I want to play the game because I want to have fun.
Yeah, I think I was, like, you said you were 20% on the game. I think I was like maybe like 15.
Yeah.
And it's Skyrim factor how like you just turn the game on and you just go do stuff.
Yeah. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want. And just, it works with that type of third play feel to it. I mean, all the guns and vehicles and stuff that you get. One thing that I hope they fix for the next one is when you're trying to buy your vehicles and your guns and stuff like that, it doesn't have that long cut scene where the guy comes down, gives you your crap. Yeah,
you get like a helicopter and
go to a menu, buy my stuff.
Why didn't we just rob the guy with the helicopter?
We don't ask questions like that.
Yeah, but
you don't ask questions, you just do it.
You're breaking the system, man.
But there was some. I don't know what happened at the end of the game. You can tell me. But I know there was some spy stuff. I was looking for my friend, and then I found him. And then I found this chick, and we were trying to unseat the president, who didn't like me that much.
Yeah, he didn't like his country that much. He's a dictator. I mean,
Sao Paulo, maybe.
Yeah, Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo. I remember.
No, Benoit.
Benoit
was the name.
Sao Paulo was the other one. I think.
Yeah, Sao Paulo is the actual place. This one was a fictional place.
Yeah. So it's like, do we want to see a better like type story? Like I mean, they are the kings of not the kings, but they are one of the best at having just
pants or head retarded fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But if they could actually slap like an actual mission-based story mode, that's pretty fun on that. Top of that, it would be an added. It would be like, listen, we're talking about this game so nostalgic and so we're like waiting for this game to come out, and we don't even care like what this story is or nothing. We just want to play it.
Yeah, just want to play.
If they can add something with some substance on top of that,
yeah. If they can get, I just want multiplayer. I just want to play with friends and be able to just go around just doing crazy stuff with people because it was fun going around doing like crazy stunts and just ridiculous things. But the added, having the added bonus of being able to do that with people and like your friends and having your friends join you, I think
it's like what do you do? Okay, we're gonna sit a plane, and then we're gonna drive into the top of the mountain, and then we're gonna get to the top of the mountain, and then we're gonna have a giant snowball fight, and then like
God.
and then somebody gets in the plane, and you can have it. You can do an action. I saw one thing online where they did like a scene to an action movie.
Oh yeah, you could do that in like all of the games.
Yeah, they did like a scene to like a popular action movie.
Yeah,
and they did it like of them fighting and gunfighting, and then they went in the plane and was fighting in the plane. The plane took off, and then they parachuted out, and it was
dude. One of my favorite things was just plane surfing.
Yeah,
plane surfing. I'd get a plane. I would aim it the best I could to whatever I wanted to fly into, and just surf it straight into that target.
Grapple yourself outside the plane and then be on top of the plane.
Yeah, just plane surf. That's all I would plane surf and just aim at buildings or like gas stations or whatever like that, just because.
Huge explosions.
Oh yeah, explosions were like that thing was like a Michael Bay game. It was crazy.
It was a Michael Bay movie just in game.
In game, there's so many explosions and different guns you can get. And it was always a blast with the grappling hook gauntlet thing. That was the grapple hook was awesome.
Yeah, this is a next gen game. I can't wait to see what the screens look like. It's probably going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks. Some of the stuff that I've seen so far actually looks really good. They said that they've improved the parachute and grapple mechanics. This is going to take place on a fictional Mediterranean archipelago, so I'm kind of curious of how
tropical place.
Yeah,
but even though there was some snow, I do like the snow section when you went up in the mountains.
Yeah,
it got like snowy and stuff.
That was really cool.
And then you can find like the jet fighter plane, and oh man, that shit was fast.
Oh god, the jet fighter planes were awesome. There was a mission where you had to shoot down a missile. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. That was fun. So I'm psyched.
Sounds like a cup of tea, Tony.
Believe it or not, I actually have not played the game, as you guys know, before. But I was looking at the gameplay of it. Like that would be the type of game where I would just like I could just see myself just bullshitting and just doing all fun.
That's
because most of the time I stick to fighting games where it's like serious and competitive. This would be the type of game where I could just kick back. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit.
It's like if you like the concept of GTA, but don't actually like the GTA and GTA.
Yeah,
this is your game.
Yeah,
if you like, it's got kind of a feel of silliness, kind of like Saints Row,
yeah.
Saints Row, but based more in a realistic playground.
Yeah, because Saints Row to me has always been kind of overly outlandish. I've never played it.
I watched the progression. I watched the progression of it.
The first one was like, I guess
hood,
GTA,
it was
GTA
gritty.
Yeah,
and then the second one came out, and it was just
Saints Row 4 was like mad.
And then Saints Row the Third,
unrealistic, and I was just like, what the hell?
Saints Row the Third was probably like my favorite like game in the series, and like my favorite open world game probably. Yeah, Saints Row the Third.
Yeah, that one just had that fun element, and the thing about the mission structure in the game is they made the mission structure.
Oh my god, it was
be
so
a
good.
Part of that like ridiculous fun factor.
And then at the end of the game where you're like, I need a hero. Yeah. I'm looking up for a hero.
I heard. I haven't played 4 yet. 4 supposedly is just ridiculous.
No,
it's ridiculous.
I've never played 4, and I'll tell you now, it's fucking ridiculous.
The opening
I got it.
Sequence is
Everything about 4 is like we're gonna push it as far as we can go. Like you thought the third was far, we're gonna push it way past that. It's got some Matrix shit in it. It's just ridiculous. I haven't finished beating it because I lent it to somebody and they had it stolen or whatever. I haven't bought it back. But as soon as I do get a chance to get around to the many games which I chronicled to you guys last time, definitely gonna get into that. But Just Cause 3, we're waiting. So in our next story of story you should have heard about, it appears that there's a new trend in the next gen gaming, and it's not a good one. It's not a good one at all.
Yeah, it's called fucking everything up.
As Tony so eloquently put it, apparently when you release a game now, it's standard law that you release it unfinished.
Yep, we've had 2 weeks of games like this. Call of Duty last week. This week, both Assassin's Creed and Halo Master Chief Collection.
Fucking up.
So Call of Duty released a patch. Patch was mostly for the PS3, I believe, because of the 2.0 firmware update fucked up the game because the game was already fucked up when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So the matchmaking was atrocious, and there were skips in the game. Now, Assassin's Creed Unity, if you've seen any of the YouTube vids, there are already memes and GIFs about this thing.
Scary. God, scary.
Like it's the game is literally glitching out. Like you'll be climbing a ladder, and like you just sit there and you start twerking. I don't know if twerking was a thing that they did.
Yeah.
I'll say twerking was not invented by strippers.
Yeah,
folks.
I mean, like
it was invented by Assassin's Creed Unity.
Look, like the French are whatever, but the game's just glitching out at all kinds of crazy times in the game. I mean, and making the matchmaking is just crazy when doing the co-op matchmaking that they have. And then the biggest fuck up, I gotta say the biggest fuck up, and apparently I am the alleged. Oh, he put it up. What's going on?
You get to see where the texture models for the faces are fucked up. So
it literally looks like they have no face. You just see eyes,
and you see where the teeth set, and then it's just like mangled freaking pixels and polygons. It's horrible.
Crazy as it is, I will say this. That shit would have came on Halloween. That shit would be perfect.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
That would be some perfect Halloween shit right there.
Yeah, you gotta send me that picture. I can put that up.
Yeah.
They should make a Halloween edition for that and have it just like that. That would work.
So next story, and the story you should have heard about last week, we told you that Phil Spencer was heading up to the Rare studio, and he actually said at one point that there's so many exclusives coming out for Xbox One that they have to push. They're gonna push some stuff back to 2016 because the calendar year of 2015 probably is not gonna be able to hold it off.
No.
So we don't know if that's actually true. I'm pretty sure Xbox One fans are hoping that it is.
Yeah.
But we'll see the proofs in the pudding. But interesting enough, Microsoft did a funny thing with a title that you might know about. Will, you want to take that out?
This is a soft subject, or a very tender subject for me. But Microsoft has trademarked Battletoads.
Think about it, folks. Battletoads. Think about it.
And so Microsoft doesn't usually trademark things unless they're going to do something with it eventually.
Unless they're planning on burying it and killing it forever.
I mean, they can do that, or they can wait till the next system comes out, like Killer Instinct, and put it back.
Make this huge epic Battletoads thing. Yeah.
But so Rare is working on something that's not a Kinect game, and it's not Killer Instinct because that's being done by Iron Galaxy right now.
Right.
So what are the possibilities? I think it's highly possible that we could be getting a Battletoads? Like, is this gonna be like a remake of a Battletoads, or is this gonna be like a next gen actual game Battletoads? Like, how would that even work?
I'm curious of how it's gonna play because transitioning, the Battletoads from a side-scrolling game to possibly a 3D world. I'm curious how this. They're gonna really have to put some time into this, and having it because the story of Battletoads is basically these kids get sucked into a video game and they become these anthropomorphic toads that can basically control the game
and kick ass.
And
they're basically caricatures of themselves. Basically,
yeah.
They how they're gonna pull off a story? Are they gonna make the same story? Are they gonna do a different story?
Yeah, like they did Bionic Commando. They did they did kind of like a XBLA game, and it was like, or is this gonna be like a full? I don't even. If anybody can do it, it's Rare.
Yeah.
I mean, if Rare is still Rare, if Rare is still the people who made Banjo-Kazooie, the people that made all these classic NES games, if those key people are still there to have the ideas,
a lot of those people are gone.
I mean, but apparently they saw something that.
My biggest fear for this Battletoads thing is Microsoft's hands being in it, because Microsoft they get very heavy-handed with how they deal with certain things when it comes to their games. I wonder how much control they're actually going to be allowed to have in making the game, or what they're supposed to be making. I mean, for example of that would be Banjo-Kazooie with Banjo Nuts and Bolts. They took a series that people loved, and people have like very, very close. They have it very close to their heart, and they turned it into this horrible builder racer, whatever you want to call it. This Frankenstein of a game. I'm hoping that they don't ruin it. It has a name for being one of the hardest games like out there.
One of the hardest games to beat. Oh my gosh.
The jet ski level or the hoverbike level
Just
or whatever
just
is
insane.
in itself is just crazy.
Or the pseudo first person mode before there was ever a first person mode
Yep.
to shoot things. I mean, but here's the other thing we talk about. Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer, we like Phil Spencer, right?
I tolerate Phil Spencer. He hasn't done anything wrong just yet. He works for Microsoft, so I'm like, what are you up to?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, look what he's done. I mean, reversed all the policies of the always always download the game. You know what I'm saying? He reversed all the pretty much everything they didn't like. Lowered the price. Took the Kinect off the system. I mean, has stupid exclusives coming out for the system. I mean, he was head of Xbox Games Division before becoming the you know, not CEO but the president, basically of Xbox One.
Yeah.
So he is a game centric guy.
Which I think that's what one of the things that Microsoft does need when it comes to their gaming division. In my opinion, there's some people who might agree with me. Microsoft really doesn't care too much about their Xbox thing. It's just kind of like something they have. That's not where they're making their money. That's just an extra little thing.
I think that before and during the Xbox 360, I think that is true. That was true. I think things are really taking a different turn with Xbox One.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, there's no other way. I mean, because obviously the tablets and the fucking Zunes aren't working. So
they don't talk about the Zune. They're gonna black bag us and take us away. We heard you talking about the Zune. Oh shit! I just
I think that we, by seeing Microsoft trying to make the Xbox the media center, was trying to actually push Xbox is on everything now. Like Xbox, the brand, it's such a popular brand out there. They're branding everything. Microsoft used to be more popular than Xbox, but now Xbox is using the popularity. I mean, Microsoft is using the popularity of the Xbox brand to help them do things. So I really do think that's changed. I mean, with them bringing out stuff like we're getting a new Crackdown. We're getting I don't even know the name of the game. The game that they're bringing out, like you have like psychic powers and stuff like that, and it's like a strategy type game. Oh God, what is the name of the? They're bringing out a new Phantom Dust. I mean, who bets on Phantom Dust? I mean, an awesome game for Xbox, but who the fuck bets on Phantom Dust? I mean, I'm excited. I'm super excited, but I don't know. I just right now I'm putting a lot of trust in Phil Spencer. I think he is the perfect man for the job.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I've seen from the news that has been basically told about him and stuff like that, he's trying to better gaming as a whole. I mean, there's been articles where he's basically like, I don't care about the console war because there shouldn't be a console war. I mean, the games should kind of work in tandem with everything they're doing.
I mean, after E3. We were here.
Yeah.
The man had like a 15, 20 minute Q&A.
Yep.
Granted, there were no black people in the audience. There was like one where he didn't even.
He was just like, I don't even. Why am I here?
He was like, I really gotta go pee, but you know, I don't want to miss it. Right. Like, who has a Q&A after E3?
That not nobody.
I mean, if it's just for show, it's a hell of a show that he's going on right now.
Oh yeah. I'm waiting to see because I mean he still has a little bit to show. Yeah. For everything, I mean, because like I said, Microsoft, in my opinion, they really don't need Xbox per se. It's just they're doing it for a little bit of extra money.
I don't know. I think Xbox is really becoming a more stable and dependent source of income for Microsoft. Unlike Sony,
it's grown.
Sony. I mean, Sony needs PlayStation.
Yeah,
PlayStation is their tablets and everything are not doing well. Like their 3D TVs maybe not the best.
Well.
Like the only way they're profiting right now, it's like PlayStation's doing awesome. Sony's doing not so awesome.
Yeah, Sony is hurting. Sony's hurting bad. I mean, I think the thing for Sony is Sony needs a person like Phil Spencer in their ranks.
Yeah, they just let go of the guy that was basically leading the way, leading Sony back into prominence. You finally with the new guy was at the first E3 this year. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
but like the old Jim, he just had that swag. You know, he was confident with it. You know,
he I forgot what his name was, but he actually did a lot of stuff with trying to build
similar to what Phil Spencer's doing. Yeah,
he's trying to build a PlayStation.
So Tony, Battletoads. Do you think Battletoads is coming out? Are we going to get a 2016, 2015 Battletoads?
I would hope so. I would really hope so. I mean, granted, I never had the opportunity to play the game. Granted, I'm an old head. I do remember the game. I just never had the opportunity to play it.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I never had which is the reason why I would really like to play it. Which is really the main reason why I hope they do have it, because of the fact that I never had the opportunity to play it, but I've always liked it. You know,
we're gonna have to play Battletoads. It came out on Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out on Nintendo.
Because I played it on Sega, but I know it came on Nintendo.
And it was hard as balls.
But that's why I would like to play it, because I never had the opportunity to.
Well, you got to give the guy's name.
Jack Tretton was the guy who was the president and CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment America. He did a lot of stuff to boost PlayStation to where it is now and stuff. And a lot of his ideas and the way that he controlled everything with the company was in my opinion really good. I mean, he knew how to run stuff properly, especially when he was like explaining everything, and just the way that he held himself for PlayStation. The new guy is Sean Layton. He hasn't really done much yet, but so far he's starting out slow. I mean, but he just started this year, so
he's still got a little time to really get his legs under him.
Yeah.
Not to mention a 10 million unit head start.
Not to mention that.
Yeah, Sony. You can just a little bit, but the point of it is not fucking up. It's trying to make sure that you continue what was already successful and build upon that.
Yeah, especially given the fact that ain't too many games out on the PS3 as is. Trust me. Yeah, he only got a little bit of window to fuck up.
Yeah.
Only a little bit.
Speaking of fucking up, that brings us to our next story, and the story you should have heard about.
Warning. Attention. Warning. This message comes as a blow to most Xbox fans, but I'm going to let Red K take this one. Go ahead.
Transition, you gonna go all low. Ain't no fucking transition. Anyways, probably the worst atrocity this week comes with the release of the Master Chief Collection. Now, the Master Chief Collection was released this week, and you got Halo. You got every Halo game, every Halo multiplayer, and you can't get into a fucking multiplayer match.
How long is the time for the matchmaking?
Up to 30 minutes.
30 minutes, people.
30
an hour, people.
Like they said, 30 minutes to get into a match. Now, of course, all the I believe from what I've read, I know along you saw some reports saying that the actual game
itself, I've seen some stuff where it's been a little buggy on certain parts, but overall the game's
I mean overall the game and the story and the updated stuff is pretty much the same. But if you got Halo, you're trying to play online. I mean, what the fuck? There is no excuse. There is no excuse for Xbox not knocking this shit out the park. I mean, they've pretty much knocked every other release out the park that they've had so far. How do you not get Halo the Master Chief Collection right? I mean, these games have been out for 10 plus years.
Not only that, you know that people are buying this game for the multiplayer.
Not even that. People are buying this system. Halo Master Chief Collection is moving Xbox One systems, and you fuck up the game on the launch of the game.
And not even that. Halo is probably easily, if not the best seller of Xbox, it's definitely in the top 3. So the fact that your top 3 bestseller is fucking up on multiplayer.
Yeah, and not even that. Like, this is the people who bought an Xbox One have been saving the money to get an Xbox One to play Master Chief a collection, and I'm pretty sure they're going to fix the glitches, and we're going to be playing Master Chief Collection until the end of time.
Oh, yeah.
But this is their first. This is their first experience with Xbox One.
Right.
Your first experience with Xbox One is got the system, hooked it up, put the game in. I can't go into multiplayer.
Yeah. How do you explain that one?
Exactly. There is no excuse in general for a game coming out and not being beta tested, alpha tested. There's so many ways you can alpha beta test this game. I mean, Destiny, which had one of the biggest releases ever, came out and there's basically no issues with the game. I mean, because they beta, they alphaed it. Why do you not?
They had issues in other areas.
I mean, well, you know,
putting out gameplay later on.
Putting out actual gameplay. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, but as far as their servers and their issues and getting matchmaking done, like everything with that was solid. You know what I mean? Like these games, I mean, it's the same. They said every interview they've done, it's the same game as it was 10 years ago when you played Halo. Why? And internet is way better than that. Why are we having problems with the fucking release of the game?
And the servers are messing up and so on and so forth.
It's just no excuse. I mean, Assassin's Creed Unity, there's no excuse. I mean, you've worked on this game for 3-4 plus years. The biggest, and I would say if this was a game that was made last gen, I would give them more leeway. If this was a game that was made in a year or two from now, I would give them more leeway. But these games that are coming out for the first year of the system were games that were supposed to work always on.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse. You knew what this was.
Well, they're trying to fix it. Dan Ayub, the executive producer of 343, sent out a message on the Halo Waypoint website, basically saying that they're trying to make improvements for the matchmaking. They're going to do a server update to improve the matchmaking, and it's all going to be on the server sides. It's not going to have to deal with you updating your own personal content or your console. So the update should affect all systems right away when they update their servers. Still, why wasn't this done before?
Yeah, this is a huge fuck up. This is a huge, easy slam dunk for, and I don't. Everything about the Halo Master Chief Collection was a slam dunk. I mean, and I'm not one for, as I've stated on the show plenty of times, I don't believe in remakes. I don't believe in buying remakes. But this remake has, for the price of one game, 4 games in it with 4 different multiplayers, plus an updated res game on a game that came out 2 generations ago. Yep. So this is putting everything on one disc for the person who likes Halo but isn't old enough to have played all of them and everything like that. And it's just a good place to come back to the game. So I was actually okay. I'm still going to buy the game because I'm pretty sure everything's going to get fixed. But because this is going to be, this is not a game. The Master Chief Collection is not going to be a game that you play and then push to the side. It's going to be a game like the Just Causes. They're going to be playing this when the next system comes out.
But starting out that way is not good,
especially when you're 10 million plus behind on sales in the first year of the console race.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, that hurts. As Microsoft, it hurts.
Yeah, not a good look. This would be the butt fumble of video game atrocities thus far.
Yeah, so I mean, just no excuse. It's just bad. It's bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure in a week or two this story will get buried and we won't be talking about it anymore. But you're always gonna be able to go back to it. Yep. Can Microsoft pull it off? Is it gonna be yet another reason from a business standpoint not to buy Xbox? I can see this at next E3. Oh, and I guarantee a PlayStation like does a little blow like, you know. Oh yeah, but our server. Well, they can't really say that shit too much. No. But I mean, you can still say it.
My thing is the problem. One of the biggest problems I think that a lot of the game companies are having is they're not learning from these things. They're not taking the extra time
Battlefield.
to do everything. I mean, yeah. Actually, the new Battlefield is actually taking the time to
Hardline. Oh, that's why I got pushed back.
Yeah, it got pushed back because they released a beta, or they released their alpha for the game, let people play test it, and people were like, "This game fucking sucks."
They need to just play test. If you're gonna have a multiplayer game, and I'm assuming every game is doing this thing now, where multiplayer and single player is like the same thing, and you're gonna have this always on system or whatever you're gonna do, because it seems like to be the new wave of gaming nowadays. Put out an alpha, put out a beta, because I don't want to buy. If I buy a game, holy shit, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
If I buy a game and that shit doesn't work when I put it in the disc, I'm not gonna buy a game. I'm not gonna buy a game. I haven't bought a game day one since probably Darksiders, and it's because of this shit right here. Early adopters get fucked, bent over, knees touch your elbows every time.
I bought my PS4 this year. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Firmware updates. I mean, when I got an Xbox 360, the dashboard and everything is totally different than it was.
Oh God,
today, which is an upgrade. I'm saying, yeah. But I'm saying like PlayStation, a little slow on the PS3 side, should I say?
Yeah.
But like, you need to have the early adapters to test all your shit and make sure it runs. But God dang it, at least make sure these simple things like getting online, getting a game, just make sure that shit works. And there's no these games have been out for 10 years. Oh, yeah. You're not remaking shit.
Oh no.
Right.
I mean,
put it all on one disc.
Exactly.
And pushing it out to the public. That's it.
I mean, this is definitely gonna hurt, but I don't know. I don't know. There's so many games coming out this month, but I don't think anything was bigger. I think shit was even Call of Duty was trying to steer clear of fucking Halo.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty is a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's definitely gonna ship units. I don't know how many units Halo sold in the first day.
I can find out.
But I definitely know that this shit is terrible. Tony P, what do you think about? How do you feel about games like not working? Like you get Street Fighter, you can push Street Fighter in the first day, and you can only play like it's not a free to play game either. You can only fight the first 3 people. In arcade mode.
Man, I'd be fucking pissed. I ain't even gonna say. Hey, that's all.
$60 for us.
I just paid $60 for a game. I'm amped. I'm like, let's go ahead and put this shit in the box. Go ahead, get hyped. I'm like, what the fuck? Exactly. I go and play against. Hold on, wait a minute. There's like 50-something people. How the hell am I only fighting 3 people? What the fuck is this?
Or you can only like fucking like you can't go in practice mode or something. Like a key essential part of the game. It's not fucking there when you open the game up. That's basically what it's like.
Hey, I almost feel like as the consumer, I've been lied to. I've been deceived. That's basically what it boils down to, because you make the product, I buy it, I go to play it. There's shit that I can't do on here for whatever fucking reason. How am I supposed to feel? Of course, I'm pissed at the moment because I'm like, damn, I can't do shit. But at the same time, I can't sit there and be like, it's my fault that this shit happened. Because I did what I was supposed to do. Right, I did what I was supposed to do. You, as a consumer, I bought the game. As a consumer, I went to play the game. As a consumer, I got fucked. That's the only way. That's the only way I can see it. I don't know how else to look at it. I was just, at that point, I was like this. I need to make some phone calls. I need to holler at some people.
Speaking of being lied to, brings us to our next story, and the story you should have heard about. Sony doing a little bit of lying themselves.
All right. Last topic of the evening. It pains me to say this.
Pains you? How?
Because I feel like I've been lied to.
Well,
and yes, again, I mean, to keep with the theme of lying.
What you got for us?
Word has it that Sony has been lying to us. Would you care to elaborate, man? Because my heart hurts right now. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you gonna throw it off to me like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it off. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it off to you like that.
Well, PlayStation 4's feature SharePlay will not work with all games.
What?
Actually, some games that will not be able to function or will not be able to use the SharePlay function.
Then what the fuck are we having this for then?
Don't ask me.
So didn't PlayStation say that it would work with all games? Then they quoted they said that There's a Q&A somewhere where the actual Sony rep is like, yeah, the share play will work with all games.
Yeah, and it's not going to work with all games, as well as there is a function for developers to actually turn share play off on their games.
I feel like the lies just keep growing, folks. After a while, I'm just going to say fuck gaming altogether.
But if there's an option to turn share play off, you're going to turn share play off. Because you don't, I mean, I believe the share play was like for like 30 minutes or like 3 days or something like that. You could come into your friend's game even if you don't have the game, similar to the Xbox One feature they got next. But like, if the developer has the option to turn it off, you're going to turn it off because you want that person to go out and buy the game. You don't want to have them play the game for free. You're losing money.
Yeah, exactly. So far, the games that don't work for the share player is Another World. That was old. That's actually a remake of an older title. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, Child of Light,
Child of Light.
Yeah, Fez, Hotline Miami, Metro Redux, Minecraft, Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate, Rayman Legends, SteamWorld Dig, Thief, Tomb Raider, and
There's
Wolfenstein:
more?
The New Order.
So every game you basically want to play that's not a first party.
Basically.
That's not a first party game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're basically making it where it's not clear right now why some of the games are actually blocking the share play feature,
Because they want you to pay for the game.
yeah, well, that's what they're saying.
It's crystal clear.
Well, there are like with the Shadows of Mordor, they actually it was patched later to actually be able to play with share play. So it can be patched, it can be turned on, but companies turn it on?
It could be patched after the game studio has made the money that they need to make to break even and make a new game.
Exactly.
But see, the only bad thing about that is, say there's a game that you're curious about as far as you seeing it, but you want to play it just to.
Which is one of the perks about buying a PlayStation 4.
Exactly. Like, that's like saying, okay, what's one of the games you said that?
Let's say Wolfenstein.
Okay, all right. Say visually, I like Wolfenstein, and I'm like visually, I can see myself playing this, but I don't know how it is gameplay wise. I'm not just gonna go ahead and go out and buy it to see if it's gonna be worth me paying this money. So I know somebody that has it.
Think about it this way: they were going to try to do the same thing with games that were used and stuff like that. Having was it DRM?
Yeah. I'm in the same direction you're going.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. Why would I want you to be able to play this game? Buy it if you want to try it.
I think the reason that a lot of companies are reneging on this policy is simply this. I believe that PlayStation and Microsoft, of course, Microsoft, with the big cojones before the actual systems drop, say that they were going to be straight DRM, no game, download everything, and have an always online system. Mm-hmm. And if that would have worked out, PlayStation would have followed suit the same way.
Oh yeah.
So an always online system means that there's no more couch co-op.
No.
Now you don't want there to be couch co-op because that's disadvantageous for your game and your system. If there's no more couch co-op, meaning me and you can't play Charlie Murder on the same couch, me and you can't sit down and play Street Fighter, that means that everybody who wants to play that said game has to buy a system. And after you have to buy a system, you have to be online anyway. You can just play in your house online. Mm-hmm. And the only way you can couch co-op is if you bring your system over for like a system link or something like that. But now that these things that they thought, so they were like, okay, we want people to play the game though. So this would be a good thing to do. But now that they're still selling games and will be for the next 6-7 years, there's no need for it unless you're a first party developer who's already getting funding and backing from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, and you don't really need to break even on your game to make the next game.
Yeah, you would have your backing there. You're also providing them money for the whole with like Xbox Live for the Microsoft. You're providing them money for any DLC that you have to do. I mean, they're already going to be raking in money, but the thing is they're wanting more money so they can. It's more important for them to have money not just for making the game but for profit as well. Exactly. So I mean, they can make their numbers for the game easily. I mean, they'll sell Call of Duty, for example. Call of Duty will sell as many times as they need to make the game.
Exactly.
Like the first day or day or two. The rest is all going to be profit. I mean,
I think that the only people that are going to do this is first party people, and until. Or they're gonna do it like the EA store has right now, where they have like the incentives.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put you in if you want to play the early access, EA early access.
Right.
Like there are gonna be more things like that. There's probably gonna be like an Activision early access or some type of thing, and they're gonna have it so people can sneak play their game. But I don't think any studio that's really trying to recoup their funds is going to allow you to play the game without buying it after one of your friends has bought the game. It doesn't make good sense in a business way. For a player, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's better than Redbox. It's better than and then on top of that, I get to play it with a friend who has my similar taste in games. I can get so it's either like we really like it or we really fucking hate it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they just need to bring out demo discs. just
put them in the gaming magazines. Wait a minute. They don't.
Oh, excuse me.
But it's still Game Informer.
Yeah. Who doesn't give us demo disc? I wanted a demo disc. I would just say like, oh shit, they gave me a demo disc.
Oh man, demo discs were great back in the day. Man.
For you people who don't know who demo discs are, for some of you people who might be younger audience,
and just always had a YouTube and video game outlets just handy dandy to you.
Yeah, tell you this game might suck or this game might be awesome.
Or could Twitch E3. We couldn't Twitch E3. Or see E3. No. We had to just read whatever the game journalist told us.
There was a time where they would send you could get them from. I remember what Pizza Hut used to do.
Oh
stuff.
Yeah.
Freaking, you would get it from magazines. Mm-hmm. Basically, they would send you a disc with a compilation of unfinished games that were coming out soon, where you could actually play bits and pieces of these soon coming games.
Skies of Arcadia is probably the best demo I've ever played. It made me want to buy the game like immediately. Yeah. It was so good.
I mean, demos were some of the best things I can actually say. I mean,
most of the demos today suck though. So yeah.
Now, they take a lot of the content out of it because they don't want you to feel like you're
replaying the same game over and over again. But just do better, gaming industry, because it's like, but we vote with our wallets. We vote with our wallets, and what we buy says a lot about us. And right now, we want games that are broken. Mm-hmm. And we want promises that are not saying.
We're as gamers, it seems like we're changing to a point. We're changing into the point where we're buying games based on just title alone, title and type. Excuse me, the type too. If it sounds like it's going to be a good game, then chances are it's going to be a good game. When we haven't played anything of it, it's just like, well, I'm excited for this game. Why are you excited for this game? Because I played this game and it's supposedly just like this game.
Yeah, we have no basis to be excited about the game. You know what I mean? It's not a proven factor yet. A la Watch Dogs, a la Assassin's Creed. I mean, they're not giving us a lot of choices when it comes to seeing what the game is going to be like. We're making this game. Do you think you're going to like it? Yeah, you're probably going to like it. Here, buy the game. And can I try it out first? Can I see how it is first? No, it's straight to the point. You got to buy the game to actually get an idea of what it is. It's not. I think gamers as a whole need to step up and try to say something about this, change this. I mean, there's enough media outlets that most gamers are really smart about the economic decision to buy a game, not buy a game. I mean, you rarely see people buying a game that they really don't like. Mm-hmm. They've seen footage. In some cases, they've seen too much footage of the game, and it's spoiled the hype level for the game. But I mean, just. Maybe it's like we were saying, the alphas and the betas. Maybe the alphas and the betas. Maybe they need to keep doing these things to get the hype level up. I don't know.
A lot of times with alpha and betas, they're just used for testing the stress levels of servers and stuff like that for multiplayer, and it's kind of like an added bonus for people giving the feedback for whether the game's good or bad or has issues and stuff like that. They can actually get hey, what do you guys think about this the demo and stuff? Oh, it had A, B, and C issues with it. You need to fix this before the game comes out because people are not going to want to buy it. Yeah. As the days of word spreading around like wildfire should have changed to the point now to where you can go to any media outlet and be able to see, hey, this game is going to be bad, don't pick it up. But there are a lot of people who still pick up the game and stuff like that.
And it brings us back to what we were talking about originally. People who are first adapters, they get screwed.
I mean,
yeah.
I've
don't buy anything ever on the first day. That's just rule of thumb. Just don't buy it. Don't buy it.
And like some companies, they do go with the whole incentive of you get bonus content or A, B, and C, like special editions and stuff like that, which I think is cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it's cool. I personally am wanting to get the Batman special edition. I get that Batman figure. I wanted to get the $200 the $200 Batmobile one. It did come out here. They released it for 3 days and then it was gone. I just they want to give incentives and stuff like that for you to buy these buy the games and stuff or day one, but a lot of the incentives just don't seem like it's worth buying the game. And I mean, maybe it's just me getting a little bit older and stuff like that and seeing like I really don't want to play this game right off the bat.
Buy this game now and you'll get a new hat in the game. The hat has no special powers or it has anything to do with the game, but you can be the only one with the hat playing it by yourself.
And you see like 1,000
You're
people
awesome.
1,000 people with the hats day one because they bought the game too. Or no. For some games they have like this, you get the special super mega laser rifle, and
it's actually less powerful than any weapon in the game, but it's yours and yours alone.
It's that gun. It's that first gun. It's more powerful than the first gun that you get. But then when you get the second gun, you're just like, well, this is bullshit.
Every gun after that.
This was totally worth the extra $20.
Yeah, like I mean, but I just think that we as gamers, we need to kind of sort of like let the gaming community know like how games are. Let the developers know what we really want instead of sitting back and saying like, hey, we don't really care. Just give us our games. I mean, we are a community that needs to have some kind of input, and we need to use this right for our input into these making of these games. I mean, that's just me personally.
Of course, we're not speaking to you listening to this right now because you're here. You're trying to get informed what's going on in the gaming industry, much like us.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, but to the person whose mom is going to buy them the game, or the person that you see in the game store that goes, "Oh man, Call of Duty,"
yeah,
or like does something like, "Oh man, The Last of Us, I heard the game was okay, but it was like just too much story, man. There's not enough killing in it."
Yeah, like,
and you just grind your teeth like,
is that all you want? It's just murder?
But then you sound like a self-righteous ass,
Yeah.
Like something like about BioShock Infinite. I heard it was really cool, but there was like a stupid story. You got this girl following you around. I don't like girls in my games.
Yeah,
that
kills me.
At that point, I'm looking at you like you got a whole nother.
Yeah, that kills me. That kills me a little bit deep inside.
But you see people say things in it like one of the best story-driven games of last generation. I recommend everybody to play it. If you haven't, it's probably like $3 at this point. Ninja Theory, the same people that made Devil May Cry and made Heavenly Sword, made a game called it had Monkey and Trip.
Enslaved.
Enslaved
Journey to the West.
A beautifully told, scripted, the right momentum of action versus non-action. Just an awesome game.
But
trying to sell the game to somebody who's not into the medium for storytelling or just a good eye-opening experience, like it's hard. It's like so what's the story about? Oh man, well you're enslaved and you're like, you get out this plane, you got to help this girl on this journey back to her. It's like, oh, so is there any guns?
Yeah.
So do you kill? You get to kill robots, yeah. But I mean, the traversal is great, man. You get to like jump on stuff, and you get like this superpower. Yeah, but like, is there multiplayer?
I I work retail at a place where we sell games. I can say that much. Yes. And I've had times where explaining Batman to people. And I'm like, Batman is literally one of the greatest games that it's one of the greatest superhero games that I've ever played. I mean, it does Batman justice and it does Batman right. There could be stuff that is it can't be improved, but that's with any game. And I love it when I hear a customer tell me, I don't want to play this game because Batman doesn't have guns. I'm like, I don't want to play this game because Batman has guns.
Hold on. I must intervene. Last I checked, Batman has never had a gun at any point during his time in comic books, video games, or movies and cartoons. So why the fuck would anybody even think that Batman would have guns in the video game? What the hell were they thinking?
So this game is stupid. I've actually been told that before.
Wow, I'm dumbfounded. I honestly don't know how to respond to that. Like I'm just. Boy, look at you.
As a gaming fan, I'm like, well, you're entitled to like what you want, I guess. I mean, if you want to just go around shooting people, that's your prerogative. Buy your games, buy your shooters. I mean, and
that's
shooters are American. They're
therapeutic.
Super American. They're therapeutic, but they're American. The sales for especially first person shooters are larger over here than they are really in any other country.
Exactly.
Other countries have other games.
Not a lot of guns. Yeah, they don't have that many guns actually.
They don't. We have this fascination with guns.
Gun culture. We can get. That's a whole other story we can get into.
Big story.
And
but
that has nothing to do with games. So,
continue on with this. As a comic book fan, I was like, oh my god.
Like the comic book fan, you wanted to slap shit out of that.
Are you serious? You know why he doesn't use a gun? His parents were killed in front of him when he was 8 years old.
Your parents were killed in front of you.
Then like, if I would have took the gun from that guy and shot him.
Yeah, like you're 8. I don't think you could take a gun from somebody like that and shoot them.
Yeah,
like,
it's just.
Batman's parents would have died if he would have had a gun on him. Like, come on, man. But as a comic book fan, that destroyed me. But as a gamer, I just sat there and just like, I enjoy the fact that we have diversity, diverse culture in our gaming thing. But at the same time, I don't like the fact that people get stuck wanting to just play.
And don't go outside the comfort zone because
I will. I for the longest when I was younger, I would not like to play turn-based. The only turn-based game I would play was Pokemon. Because Pokemon was shit. I love Pokemon. And I still have Pokemon has a soft place.
I said it earlier. Skyzone Arcadia first and Grandia 3, the first turn-based games ever played.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. I decided in the past.
But
few
see, you
years,
were ignorant the opposite way.
Yeah.
You were American ignorant. Like I don't want to try anything that's not cool.
Yeah.
And then fucking ended up fucking liking it.
Yeah. Well, that's because I decided like one day I was just like, you know what, I want to try this game out, and I was like, oh my god, this game's fun and it has an awesome story. And for me as a game player personally, I love stories in gaming.
Yeah.
Give me a good story in a game. Just due to the fact that just having a game by itself just seems mindless sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's good to have that mindless, like, I'm just going around shooting and blowing stuff up. We were just talking about just cause. We were just talking about just
Destiny.
Cause and Destiny. But I want something that a lot of times I like playing a game for story. I mean, when I played Metal Gear Solid for the first time.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
When I played that, and I was so mesmerized by the story. It just blew me away that they took the
It
time
was
to
a
put the
prequel to what was possible. Hadn't been done yet, but what was possible in the future of gaming.
Yep. And then I played later Metal Gear Solids, and it's just like, oh my god, there's so much exposition, so much talking. I get to the point. I got all this stuff. Why are you taking so long to explain this? But I even still, Metal Gear Solid, I still enjoy the series just because it has a story and stuff that can be followed.
Yeah.
It has so much information. Hard to follow, but able to if you take the time, you can follow it. And just
it's our modern day spy story.
Yeah, I mean, or
not so modern.
Not so hard.
Or games that start off where it doesn't seem like they're gonna have a story,
and then it sucks you in.
Yeah, it sucks you in, or it takes off.
Bioshock's like that.
For one story that I was actually quite surprised that it sucked me in and had they built lore, somewhat of a lore to it. Is Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved what speaking of the same developer.
Yep.
I love what Ninja Theory did with Devil May Cry.
Oh, it changed everything around.
I hope they. I mean, they do need to get some of the actual mechanics of the game not fixed up, but just advanced to the standard of what Devil May Cry is. But as far as the story and the missions and everything, I thought it was great.
I mean, part of me, I don't want to sound like I'm an elitist due to the fact that I'm not an elitist. I think that gaming should have something for everybody, whether it be, for me, it's story. Give me a story along with gameplay and stuff like that. I mean, you can't skimp on gameplay. You always have to have functional and fun gameplay in your game, just for the fact that it's a game and you're not going to get. I mean,
because Heavy Rain is a perfect example of a story that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a story that'll pull you in.
It's a story.
I love the story.
But I mean, I wish I could actually do some of the things that I was point and clicking to do.
Yeah, it's just I can't. It wasn't, the functionality wasn't all that good.
It would have been better as a movie.
Yeah, that's well, I forgot the studio that does Heavy Rain. They did.
They actually are a movie studio.
They do movies, and that's where they should focus on. But
write the script. You can write the script for me, but
if you want to have a gameplay and stuff, you got to realize that you need to have gameplay. I mean, Halo does this well when it comes to not fucking up their servers and stuff like that. They do well with writing a story and building, and literally they have a universe built with books and stuff like that. I love it when they can extend beyond just gaming. But I understand that players sometimes want to just have a game to play, and just sometimes that mindless just doing whatever is just releases you from everyday
tension.
life.
It's tension. And if you've read any of our some of our less than friendly Wollie Mopped comments that we have, there's some angry 17-year-olds out there and 15-year-olds. Oh yeah. Little racist Becky Sue. Oh god.
Becky Sue.
Keep coming to the tournament.
Keep coming. But just want to see more people in there.
Yeah.
I just want to see more people.
All right. Next up, shout outs. All right, and if you stuck around to the end of the show, it's now time for our shout outs. Me, Red K, Tony P, Legacy's not here. He would be in the broken seat the other night, so yeah. So Lone Wolf. Anybody want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Lone Wolf. What's your shout out?
My shout out is to there is a fan album for Super Smash Brothers. They actually made this album before the 3DS version of the new Super Smash came out. Harmony of Heroes. They have a nice arrangement of different music that were made by fans that basically tie into the different characters of Super Smash Brothers. I mean, it is an awesome album. It's a free album to download. You can go to www.harmonyofheroes.com and give the soundtrack a little listen. If you like it, you could download it for free from their website. I mean, hey, I downloaded it immediately, and some of the songs in there are songs that I think should be in the game itself. They should just have done stuff with Nintendo, just been like whatever. Yeah. Freaking some of these fan musicians needs love, and that's I extend my shout out to fan musicians who do a lot of stuff. From you bronies out there, I gotta give my love to my bronies. Yeah.
Just to add on that, I was looking at the Master Chief. They were talking about how they made Halo 2 and how it was pretty much a clusterfuck until the last 5 days of the game coming out. And the music in Halo, and the music in Halo in general, it's so iconic.
Yeah.
And one of the guys who did the guitar riff is I can't remember the band, but he's the lead guitarist, and it's huge, U2 type band that came in and did it. That's amazing the way they make. And Nintendo's been doing this ever since Mario. Yeah. I mean, gaming music is so important, but it's not really looked at.
No.
And it's applicable job. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that's I mean for all you people, just in general, for and I'm not just for gaming, just for any little thing out there that you're making fan music or fan writing, fanfics and stuff like that. Keep making it. I mean, there are people out there who will enjoy your stories, who will enjoy your music, and just enjoy your content, fan art, just in general.
In the words of the Joker, if you're really good at something, don't do it unless you're getting paid for it.
Yeah. if you're doing stuff, definitely do it. Do it for your own personal reasons and stuff like that. If you can make money off of it, though, go for it. I mean, I'm not telling you to sell out. Not telling you to sell. He's telling you to sell out. He's telling you to sell out. I will tell you, if you can make money out, like these guys are releasing their songs for free and stuff like that. There's a large collection of people. If you can find a way to make money off of your stuff, do it. I mean, I can't fault you for it. I mean, you got to live, got to eat. But do what you enjoy, do what you love, and there will be people out there who will enjoy your content if you do it right. And next up for you, Mr. Tony P, for your shout out.
My shout out, keeping with the music theme. Are either of you gentlemen familiar with the group Jurassic 5?
I've heard of Jurassic 5, yeah.
Okay.
They used to be big back within the Brand Nubian.
Yeah.
The Brand Nubian. What's the guys on Jimmy Fallon?
The Roots.
The Roots, yeah.
When that whole movement was going on, Jurassic 5 was there.
Yeah. Well, my shout out actually goes to one of the members of Jurassic 5. He goes by the name of Charlie Tuna.
Charlie Tuna.
Yes. Yeah, he's actually, if you look at listen to the song What's Golden, he's actually the last guy rapping. He's got like the mad baritone voice. But me and John are up on the epic rap battles. And he's actually on the Bill Nye versus Sir Isaac Newton rap battle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
He's the astrophysics black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the black guy. So,
so he's the dude who does Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
I was wondering who did that.
So,
I thought it was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
So I was listening.
I don't know. Neil deGrasse Tyson is pretty fucking awesome. I mean, he's fucking cool as shit.
So,
if Tyson, if he could like freestyle, that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Nothing he could do.
so I was looking at the video the other day, and after the video's over, it shows the people. Yeah, it shows the credits of the people who actually participated in the video. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and look him up. And then I typed in his name, and then when I saw Jurassic 5, I was like, Jurassic 5? And then I found out he was I saw the video What's Golden and found out he was the last dude. I was like, oh shit, because I haven't heard the song and seen the video in so long that I forgot about the guy. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just just listen to his music. Dude is he's a fucking beast. I'm not gonna lie, he is a fucking beast. He's very lyrical. You know what I'm saying? He's got very good wordplay. I mean, I'll put it like this. Granted, he just put out, he's actually putting out some EPs. He's putting out 5 of them. They're all called Against the Current. I think he just put out his second one not too long ago. He's got 3 more that he's doing. I actually just subscribed to him on Facebook. When I get my YouTube stuff, when I get subscribed to YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to his page as well. But I mean, dude's a beast, man. Like, he can freestyle off his ass. I listened to one of his freestyles and he ripped it pretty nice. So my shout out goes to Charlie Tuna of Jurassic 5. You know what I'm saying? Against the Current. Check out the page. YouTube, Charlie Tuna, all that good stuff. And by the way, he also is a graffiti artist too. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty fucking dope.
That's how they all are. They're all that new age. It was like new age rap. Kind of psychedelic type shit, positive shit.
Yeah, but nah, he's definitely a nice musician though. You know what I'm saying? So that's my shout out. All right, Red K, hit him.
All right, my shout out. It's not really a shout out. It's more of like a PSA. I guess it goes out to us.
Don't do drugs. Wait. What?
Without me there.
Just say no.
Don't do drugs without me there. So we decided at Wollie Mopped that we're going to have a little Christmas present for you, the listener. We're going to be giving out either an Xbox One or PS4. So we haven't decided which actual system we're going to get, but if you have any suggestions, go ahead and write those in the comment section. And if you are a fan of the Wollie Mopped on the good old Facebook, first you got to like the Facebook page. Go ahead and like the YouTube page while you're at it. And that way we can see who shares our post the most. We're going to put a post out, and right now we're pretty sure it's going to be on Facebook. And whoever shares our post the most times will win themselves right before Christmas a brand new next-gen system. Don't know if it's going to be Xbox One or PS4, but definitely you share our post the most times, you got it. That's where we're going to work it. So we'll be rolling that out. If you're listening to the podcast regularly, you're getting like a heads up about it, and we'll be putting up a video detailing everything that's going on pretty soon. So watch out for that. We're playing Santa Claus over in this bitch. So
ho ho ho
ho ho ho ho ho.
What? No. Bad. Bad. I was thinking about doing that, and I was like, nah, we're going to be good.
But that's going to do it for us here at Wollie Mopped. For me, Red K, Tony P, Lone Wolf, thank you guys for listening. We got the Best Kept Secret Wollie Mopped tournament coming up the 23rd of Sunday. It's going to have 4 games. Tekken Tag on the PS3. We got Street Fighter Ultra on the 360. Injustice Gods Among Us on the PS4, and we are also doing New Smash Brothers on the Wii U. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Please comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. It's a movement. We're really trying to make this thing go big. Till next time, be good, be safe, man, out there. Really mean that, be safe. But if you can't be good, fuck it, don't get caught.
Stop lying to us, games. Please stop lying to us.
Like I was saying, so of course I got the Xbox One, you guys got the PS4.
Yep.
But I was gonna get PS4 too. I was like really close to getting a PS4.
How close?
Like I had the money for both systems, and it just came down to like what system cost the least, and that was PS4.
Yep.
I mean, I got a 360, so like I can keep playing 360 games. I know no games come out in the first year anyway, so you know.
Oh God, don't remind me.
Yeah, please don't remind us.
Early adapters get burnt all the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the Kinect. I didn't want to Kinect for shit. I mean, Kinect has no purpose. I mean, I like the Kinect 2.0 for what it's for, not for games, but for like what I use it for. I like it. Like I don't have to sign in; it just signs me automatically. I mean, it's cool for the shit that I do. But
you use it to its full potential. That's fair to say.
no, I use it to its full potential. Yeah, I do.
Well, I mean, you don't.
I don't play games. I guess if you say, do I play games with it? No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, fuck
you know what I'm
no.
saying? You use
Don't
it for,
play-
you know what I'm saying? You use it for what you need it for, but
I was when I was weighing the systems. It's just like don't get me wrong, the Xbox One is a good media system, multimedia system. It's a DVR. It has all the different apps for different channels
Xbox
and stuff like
record
that. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's really cool. Like when I do when a cool game clip happens, like when something happens, I go Xbox record that, and it records the last like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
it's good, but I don't think I'd use it, and I feel like I'd be wasting my money putting it towards a system that I'm not going to use a lot of the content, because I know I'm not going to use even half of the content that I'm getting with this system.
I mean, no, I understand what you're saying, and with my lifestyle, I don't have cable anymore or TV. I just do the Hulu and Netflix and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
that works, but I didn't have internet until like last year. I didn't even play online games, so you know, I was not online at all except at work.
Right.
So like, it just came out of this. Xbox is out. PS4 is out. Right?
How did you get on out of this machine? The Xbox is out, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, y'all talking shit about me?
It was like Killzone or Killer Instinct.
Think about
And I was like, well, is there any other game on the PS4 coming out? Knack.
Oh God. Don't we?
I was like, Knack do look good, but
no, it don't. Don't lie.
Nope.
Don't lie to anybody. That game is boof.
I don't see any game. Even if I didn't have a system right now, if I did not have a system right now, and I was trying to weigh them, Killer Instinct is that killer app for me that I'm going to buy.
Yep.
Oh, you like fighting games, so I think just because of the way they marketed Killer Instinct, I think that was one of the reasons why it sold. Halo was the other reason why the system sold. Where Sony doesn't have a real exclusive title that's coming out anytime soon. Yeah. I mean,
remember when Metal Gear was an exclusive
oh God.
title?
Dude, I missed the fact, dude.
Like everywhere.
When they killed it when Nintendo got a hold of
it's
Twin Snakes.
It's Nintendo's property originally, anyway.
Yeah, but
I mean, Metal Gear came out on Nintendo.
Kojima went to Sony because he could do a lot more with the system at the time.
True.
The Nintendo 64, you had a cartridge-based system that could only hold so much.
It's the same way with Final Fantasy, you know?
Yeah. It had more they could work with. I mean, and now since everything's become so more advanced and everything like that, I'm actually surprised that developers haven't jumped on doing anything for these newer systems.
Yeah.
Quicker. I mean,
but early adopters get burnt.
Yeah.
Early adopters, whether it be a developer or a person buying the system, they always get burnt. If you're okay with getting fucked in the ass, buy a system early. That goes with iPhones.
Yeah.
That goes with like TV shows. Like
Yep.
I mean, like unless you like really don't mind putting your foot out to like possibly get burnt or to have a game come out and not work well and get paid to beta test the game or not paid to beta test the game by buying it.
Right.
It's gonna happen. So like I said, at the beginning of the launch, I was like, okay, they got Killzone, Shadowfall, they got Knack, which I didn't know what that was, but it looked pretty all right. And Xbox had Killer Instinct day one.
Off real.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
They just.
I mean, sad thing is, even if I had to choose in that situation, I would have picked Killer Instinct too. Just off of the fact it's Killer Instinct.
I mean, the games that I want to play are on Xbox. I don't know how else better to say it.
I mean, I gotta say that Xbox has awesome lineup for their launch titles. I mean,
there might be a Battletoads coming. Whatever. Anyways,
we're gonna probably talk about that later. We will get into that.
But yeah, what was your determining factor in getting the PS4 over? Price?
Price
Price is a big one.
Price, and all I really wanted was just a gaming system. I didn't need all the extra stuff, so why would I buy the system for all the extra stuff?
Yeah, they didn't market it as a gaming system. They marketed it as everything because they figured that the gamers would trust them to like do because they were king shit at the time. So they trust the gamers were like we're gonna get the games. The games are coming, and like really, so far, I mean, besides Injustice not coming out on PlayStation on Xbox One, which I think is stupid. But
hey, Sony needed to have their fight.
But besides that, I mean, there's no game that I can think of right now for PS4 with my taste in games that I will want to play more than Killer Instinct.
Sad thing is, I'd be in that same boat.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there.
I mean, thankfully for me buying the PS3, I've been able to play games that I'm used to playing. Other than that, I barely even touch the PS4.
Yeah.
Right now, anyway. You know what I'm saying? Once they bring out games that I actually play, then I'll go ahead.
What is that game that you actually play?
On the PS4?
Yeah.
Dynasty
Kitty.
Warriors.
Hello Kitty. He wants to play Hello Kitty.
Nah, hey, just because you play Hello Kitty, you don't want to admit that shit.
Get it right. It's My Little Ponies. Get it right.
Is there even a Dynasty Warriors? I don't think there's a Dynasty Warriors coming out.
There's already a Dynasty Warriors out
Dynasty
for
Warriors
PS4.
8, Dynasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition came out shortly after the PS4 drop.
Yeah.
Is it on PS4?
Yeah, but they also have it on the PS3 as well.
Yeah.
But the PS4 version has more content on it.
Bonus content.
So does Dynasty Warriors trump Killer Instinct?
No.
I mean, but, it doesn't because I've always been a fighting game fan. But as far as games that I actually do play, you know I'm a Dynasty Warriors fan. So given that I don't have an Xbox, I can't have Killer Instinct. Yeah. So therefore,
Dynasty Warriors
fits the bill.
Dynasty Warriors couldn't sell me. I only Dynasty Warrior S games I like are the ones that are like they have like the special content that are based on like a genre series. Like I like Fist of the North Star. I like the Gundam Dynasty Warriors because I'm a huge Gundam fan.
I definitely love the Gundam Dynasty Warriors.
I'm a huge Gundam fan, and so that Dynasty Warriors didn't do it for me. What actually made me want to buy a next gen system because they were only releasing for the next gen systems was Batman. Batman did it for me. Batman, and they were like, "Oh, it's coming out in October." I was like, "You got me sold." And then they were like, "Oh, we're pushing it back because we want to make the game prettier." And I'm like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Batman 2, and Batman was on my radar, and I just like you, I was like, but my thing was like exclusive. Batman's coming out for everything.
Yeah.
So you know that either system you're good with Batman because you're getting it on one of those.
It's very 2001-ish of me, but I'm very much so like software. What has the better? Nintendo has the most exclusives only because every game they have is an exclusive because they don't have any other games.
They don't have third party support.
But I mean, like exclusive that I want to play at the moment, it's still Xbox. I mean, like, what would have beat Killer Instinct? If Uncharted, what is it, 4 at this point?
Yeah.
If Uncharted 4 was a release game, and why wasn't okay? Your release window, right? This is your system coming out. Why don't you put your best foot for it? Why are these games that have been in development not your A games? You know what I'm saying? Right. Exactly. Like it just makes no sense. Like if I was Sega, right, and I was bringing out a new system, my first fucking game would be Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Followed by Battle Axe. You know, Golden Axe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But. Yeah, I mean, even though Xbox did pull out Dead Rising, which was smart, right. and PS4 had the superhero game. What's it called? The pseudo superhero game.
Infamous.
Infamous Second Son. You know what I mean? So but besides Infamous Second Son.
Which that was actually a pretty good game. I mean, I couldn't say anything. I knew that I would run through that game in like no time, which I did. But so far, I haven't played or beaten many games for the PS4 yet.
I haven't.
But besides Infamous Second Son, it was basically Infamous Second Son that I really wanted. I still want to play. And then,
gameplay.
But like, it was like Killer Instinct, and then it was like Dead Rising on top of that.
Yeah.
I was like, Xbox got it. The exclusives on Xbox just get me every time.
Yeah, Killzone was good. Infamous was good. Knack was worthless and not a real anything.
What the hell were they thinking when they made Knack? I'm just curious.
They wanted a kid-friendly game that they could actually put on the system. I mean, Infamous has really, really dark tones. Killzone... That is really, really dark tones. I mean,
speaking of platformers, freaking Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive is Ratchet and Clank. It just is. Sunset Overdrive is Ratchet and Clank. If you like Ratchet and Clank, the platforming in Sunset Overdrive is Ratchet and Clank.
Just for mature audiences.
For a mature audience, and the people are different, and you have like glide, and you can grind on shit. You can grind on shit. There's a style meter, but besides that. Weapons, the way you move, I was watching an old Ratchet and Clank like video, like if they truly had a 3D playground to put it in, I'll show you guys later. It's Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
But anyways, for me, and even the future lineup of games that they got coming out as far as exclusives, Bloodborne looks good, looks really good. Yeah. Not really grabbing me though. Well, as a must-have title.
Are you into the genre for something?
I am into the genre. I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
Blood Rain looks like the best one to getting into. You know what I mean? Like the dungeon crawl. But after that, what is there?
There's So far, they've announced Bloodborne,
Uncharted's in the wait,
4,
in the wings.
Mirror's Edge, which that's coming.
Oh yeah.
But that's
God
not going
knows
to be
when.
exclusive, is it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Mirror's Edge is a PlayStation 4 exclusive?
What I've seen, they haven't really shown anything for it being for
I was
another
gonna say
system.
it was never. It was the first one was
no,
never on
it-
Xbox, was it?
Yeah,
it
it was on all systems, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it came out on the Wii.
Yeah. Hold on a second. No, it's a multi-platform.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't want to get false information.
I don't wanna be- it's only for Sony, guys.
We don't want to give you false information.
Yeah, man. I forget we said that.
Bitty bop.
So that's
bop.
Bitty Bop.
Pity bop.
Yeah, so I don't think there's really a big list of.
There's the game with the werewolves that we don't know how it's actually going to play.
Order
1886.
86, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But besides that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not really much.
And then when I fucking saw Quantum Shift, it's a done deal.
Yeah,
It's a done deal.
I
Quantum Shifts put the nail in the coffin. I was like, "Yep, buying the Xbox. I'll take that one, the one in black."
Well, they're both in black, so clearly at that point.
Well, there is a white Sunset Overdrive one that's pretty nice too, but yeah, that one. Yeah, Quantum Break, which we haven't heard a lot about actually, is a game that I'm high. It's probably my most highly anticipated game besides MKX.
Oh
That's
wow,
saying something.
that's pretty big.
That's saying something.
Yeah. I mean,
It's without a doubt of the games that I've seen for both next gen systems, the game that I want to play more than anything.
it looks good. I just hope that it's going to live up to its hype because these previous games haven't really lived up to its hype.
I beg to disagree. Which ones?
What is
Watch Dogs didn't live up to the hype.
Well, this isn't what I mean. What? That's not the same developer though.
No, it's not.
You're just saying hype
in
of
general,
games, yeah.
I think you just
Well,
wait for the hype.
well,
No,
I
no.
trust Remedy more than I trust a studio like Ubisoft or a studio like Ubisoft. even though Ubisoft is a great studio, Beyond Good and Evil, they say it's still a thing. So I still give out hope that might be a
They
thing
may
one day.
actually come up with
But yeah, games been waiting for forever. I haven't really been doing what they lived up to. We thought they would be the hype or whatever the case is. But I think that the hype for Quantum Break is less than any other game that's out there. I mean, it stepped into the spotlight in a big way recently, and then freaking disappeared. And Remedy if you look at Remedy's track record, we got Max Payne, the original, the OG Max Paynes, before Rockstar got to it. Even the Rockstar one was good. I mean, they pretty much invented slow motion camera.
Yep.
Then you got not Max Payne. Max Payne is what I said. Then you got Alan Wake.
Alan Wake was good.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
For bigger.
They're
titles,
bigger, but yeah, I mean, they've never made a bad game as a studio.
No.
And that team in Montreal or Vancouver, wherever they're out, they're just they have every resource that Xbox can give them. They are the first party studio. So I'm not sure when the game will come out because they're notorious for having games come out, fucking years after they were supposed to. But I know that when the game comes out, because Alan Wake was an amazing game. I'm playing the Xbox Live downloaded game.
Yep.
It's just like a full game. It's not an indie game. It's a game. It's crazy, and the story is amazing. They're the best storytellers of the last, I'll say, 6 years that I can think back in video games of last gen. The best storytellers. I mean,
I don't know, man. There's been a few games where the stories of BioShock. I think.
Okay. BioShock. Yeah, you got me. BioShock was the best, but BioShock was the best video game story that I've ever played ever.
That story kind of had me like, what?
Yeah,
Wow.
it does have some twisted shit in there. The way you just like, what were you on when you guys decided to make this game? And where did you decide to go? What were you on when you decided to go with this in the particular storyline?
Them trying to tie everything in, I think that was excellent.
I don't like the only thing about BioShock being so good. I'm afraid we will never get that level of quality and storytelling in the game ever again.
What are you talking about? We got Metal Gear Solid. Never mind. Oh, so much exposition. So much talking. I don't get me wrong. I love me Metal Gear Solid, but goddamn, they talk too goddamn much in that goddamn
Bitty Bop
game. Bitty Bop.
We need Young Thug. We need Young Thug in Metal Gear Solid. You'd be like,
if you get
be like,
down the manager.
Big Boss would be like, Young Thug, I need you to go to Kuwait. Okay, I got it in the thing. You know, octopus.
You know, you wouldn't even.
Big Boss kills Young Thug.
Yeah, God.
Like I couldn't take that. It's just nagging abuse.
but you know, you do get to watch a dog grow up, so I guess
God.
you come back and it's already killed. You know what I mean?
God damn it.
Only Kojima. Only fucking Kojima.
Only Kojima.